Hi, Year 3, hope you're all okay and had a lovely half-term break. I'm here with your English for today. It's Tuesday the 23rd of February. So the first thing that I'd like you to do is just have a look. This is our new book. This is the book that we're going to be covering this half-term. I want you to have a think about it. What type of story do you think this will be? Okay, so our what for today is to make a prediction about our new story, how working together and communicating ideas. So we're going to be working together for this, sharing our ideas and writing our predictions together. And why? So that we can predict where the story is set and who the main characters are. Okay, so our focus is the setting and the characters for our prediction. Okay, so this is slightly different to what we've done before, because if we rewind to that predictor magnifier, we've thought about what's going to happen next in the story. But this time we're actually focusing on the setting and the characters. So we're going to make predictions about them. So our predictor magnifier, as a little rewind, is the blue magnifier. When we're making a prediction, we start our sentence with I think. And then we follow that with because, so the subordinating conjunction because, and that's what we use to give our evidence. So it could be evidence from pictures or it could be evidence from the text. So that's sort of our explanation of why we think what we do, because we're using the evidence from the text. But as I said, we are focusing on the setting and the characters, so not what is going to happen next in the story. We're just focusing on the setting and the characters, so we're going to make our predictions about them. Okay, so the first thing that I would like you to do is just have a look at our book cover. So this is the front cover of our new book. Okay, so I want you to pause the screen now and have a think about what you can see on that book cover. Okay, so hopefully you paused it and spent a little bit of time looking at the pictures that you can see, reading the title, and so using those clues. So if I move on to my next screen, remember that we were only thinking about the setting and the characters. So I have highlighted some of the things that I noticed when I was looking at the book cover, which are the clues that I will use. So the title was a really big clue because it's called East of Olympus. And so this is going to give us an idea about the characters that might be in our story, but it's also going to give us an idea of where it's set. Because if we think back to what we already know about ancient Greece, we know that Mount Olympus was home to the gods. Okay, we can see that on the front cover there is a mythological creature with lots of heads, and we know that ancient Greece had myths about their creatures. We've got a picture of a boy, and I've put God there because is he a god? Is he a half god? Gods do have supernatural powers, so could that be something to do with our story? There is a picture here that the boy is standing on. So the picture on that front cover, the boy is standing, and he's standing on what looks like a mountain. And I can link that to what I know about ancient Greece, because I know that Mount Olympus was home to the gods, which links in with the title. And I can also see a temple. So this front cover of our book gives us lots of clues about the setting and about the characters. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I have a little trailer about the book that will give us some more information. So I would like you to watch the trailer, have a think about what it's saying about the setting, have a think about what it's telling us about the characters. So what evidence is there in this trailer that we could use with our predictions? Okay, so if I just share a different screen for you, we can go on to that. I'm going to make sure that I am sharing my computer sound. Yeah. Okay, so that was the trailer for our book. So what I want you to do now is pause the video now, just have a think about what you saw, what clues there were in that trailer about the setting and about the main characters. If you want to pause it now and have a think. Okay, so hopefully you will have picked out this evidence. So this is the evidence that I picked out when I saw the trailer for the book. So it talked about monsters, so monsters or beasts, so those mythological creatures. We can see one here. It showed the temples, and it also showed the journey to Mount Olympus. So that also supports what is on that front cover. There was a clip about the gods, and obviously we know that Mount Olympus was the home of the gods. It mentioned the boy, but it mentioned the boy that he can talk to humans. So we know that gods have supernatural powers. So this is telling us that the boy may be a god or maybe a half god, because his supernatural power is that he can talk to animals. And it also mentions about horrid humans. Okay, so there's lots of information that we can pick out that gives us clues. There's lots of evidence that gives us the information about the setting and also the characters. Okay, so let's have a look. Our why was so that we could predict where the story is set and who the main characters are. So if we have a think about the setting, so where is it set? Where is our story set? Okay. And have a think about our characters. Well, who are the characters? Who could the characters in our story be? Okay, what are they like? What might happen to them? Okay, there's lots of questions that we could ask and that we could write in our prediction based on the evidence from the trailer and the book cover. Okay, so our task now is that we are going to use all of this evidence that we've got from the book cover and also the trailer, and we are going to make a prediction about the setting and about the characters. And we need to remember that we need to use the evidence. Okay, it might be what you think, but you need to use the evidence to say why you think that, because of something that you've seen in the trailer or something that you have seen on that front book cover. Okay, so our sentence will be, I think because. Okay, so what I would like to do is I'm going to change my screen and I'm going to share it slightly different, and we're going to write our predictions together. Okay, so we're going to go through it step by step. So what I would like you to do is to get your book ready for you to write in. So if you just want to pause the screen now, make sure that you have everything you need, and I will change the sharing of the screen. Okay, so here you can see that I have got my slides as a reminder of what I need to include, but I also have the book. So the first thing that we are going to do in our book is to write the date. So today's date is Tuesday, the 23rd of February. So we are going to write that at the top, making sure that we use our capital letters for the name of the day and the name of the month. So Tuesday, the 23rd of February. Okay, so I'm going to start by leaving a line. I'm going to write setting, and I'm going to leave a line again before I start my prediction. What I would like you to do is just have a think. Where do you think our story is set? So what is your prediction for our setting? Okay, just have a think. Okay, so I'm going to start, because I know I start my sentences with I think, and then I would follow that with my prediction. So I think that it is set in ancient Greece, and I think it's up Mount Olympus. Okay, so I'm going to write that. So I think it in up. Okay, and I'm going to follow that because that's my prediction. I'm going to follow that with because, and then I'm going to give the evidence from the text, so the trailer and the picture. So I think it's assassination Greece or Mount Olympus because the boy is stood on Mount Olympus. On the book and the title of the book is Beasts of Olympus. And I know from our learning about the Greeks, so I know that Olympus was home to Greek gods. Okay, so I have written I think, and then I've said what I think will, where it is set. So my prediction, I've used because, the subordinating conjunction, and I have given my evidence from the text. What I would like you to do is to write your prediction followed by because, and then using the evidence from the trailer or evidence from the. If you want to pause the video now whilst you do that. Okay, so now we have done that, we are going to move on to the characters. So what I would like you to do is leave a line in your book and write characters as a subheading. Okay, I'm going to leave a line again, and then I'm going to start my writing. So what I would like you to do is have a think about the characters. Who are the characters? What are they like? And what might happen to them? I'm going to give you can pause it now to have a think and get your thoughts ready for our. Okay, so of course, again, because I am making a prediction, I am going to start with I think. Okay, and then I'm going to say what I think. So I think the main characters will be the boy, the mythical creatures, and the gods. Okay, so I'm going to write that. I think okay, so I've written what I think. So now I need to follow that with the subordinate conjunction because And I then need to give the evidence from the front book cover or the trailer to back up my prediction. Okay, so I'm going to say, because on the front cover of the book, there is a boy. The title includes the word beasts. So I've taken that beasts mean the mythical creatures. And there is a picture of okay, so that is sort of saying who I think the characters are. So now I need to think about what they're like and what might happen to them. So I'm going to say, I think the boy is kind and will help the beasts okay, and then I need to say why I think that. Okay, so I've got my, of course, the trailer that we watched. So because the trailer mentions that he can talk to animals. So may be able to understand them and them. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've said, starting with the main characters, I've said that I think the main characters will be the boy, the mythical creature, and the gods. And then I followed that with because, and I've used the evidence from the book. I've then moved on to what I think they would be like. What I would like you to do now is to write, I think, and say who you think the main characters will be. And then after that, include the word because and use that with your evidence from the book cover or the trailer. Pause it now for you to. Okay, so once you've done that, what I would like to do now is have a think about what the characters are like and what might happen to them, okay? So I would like you again to start with, I think, and I would like you to say what you think. Once you have done that, I would like you to use because and then follow that with your evidence from the book cover or the trailer. Okay, once you have done that, you have completed our work for today. So please send that in for us to have a look at. We can't wait to read your predictions about the characters, to read your predictions about the setting, and how you've come to those conclusions using some of the evidence from the learning that we have previously done about the ancient Greeks. So please send those through, and I will see you tomorrow for our next English lesson, where we will start to read our new book. Okay, have a lovely day and see you tomorrow. Bye.